And a good evening, everybody, from West Gym here on the campus of Carleton College in Northfield. Welcome to the best in Division III sport, the MIAC. And this evening, a classic battle here in the men's basketball race. And the Augsburg Auggie men's basketball team 6-1 take on the Carleton Knights 5-1. And it's time for the Auggies to post to win. We lost all 3 games last year. Our last visit, of course, was playoff time last year. We lost a tough one, 66-63. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Richard, voice of the Auggies, and the good TR. He is here. Tom Ritchie is on camera. And this broadcast is a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with my company, TJ Broadcast Services, TJSportsOnline.net. And a broadcast courtesy of Twin City Orthopedics, Wells Fargo, Devani's Pizza, Wow Incorporated, the Corner Bar. Also brought to you by the Courtyard Marriott, Jimmy John's, Memory Lanes, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, and Thrivent Financial for Lutherans. And a broadcast also tonight brought to you by a very special gentleman from Stillwater.
Hi, I'm Adam Nyberg with Coldwell Banker Burnett. If you've ever been curious about a possible career in real estate, please contact me today. I'd love to talk with you.
All right, thank you, Adam, for helping make possible this broadcast here this evening. And the Augsburg Auggies taking on the Carleton Knights in a very compact and very competitive MIAC race. So the game tonight, Hamlin at St. John's in men's basketball, Gustavus at St. Thomas, St. Mary's at St. Olaf. The last time these two teams met, we mentioned it was the playoff game, the quarterfinals last year, with Kevin Rowe notching 15 point, 12 rebound, 2 blocks, as Carleton defeated our Auggies 66-63 in the quarterfinals. As Colin Omshad led the way for the Auggies with 18, and Richie Perea had 17 points. The Auggies 6-1 of the season, just the one loss, the 2-point loss to Gustavus here about a week and a half ago. And for Carleton, their only loss on the season, 5-1. They lost to the University of Wisconsin River Falls by 3 points. And this was after they led by, Dave Pape, the SID, told me that they had a 13 or 14-point lead in the second half, but 5-1 on the season. Wins over Carleton College, UW Platteville, Hamlin University here in conference, and St. Mary's, and McAllister also wins here in the MIAC. This is Auggie Game Day here on Auggie Game Central, as we're doubleheader heading you here today. Charlie Beatty has the women's game on Channel 1 here this evening, and we'll keep you apprised of the score there. But right now, this again is our pregame show here on Auggie Game Central, brought to you in part by Minnesota Coaches, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. Got the team down here tonight. And if you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or to request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. And Auggie Game Night continues here this Wednesday night from West Gym here at the campus of Carleton College, MIAC basketball. If records are any indication, it should be a great ball game. Talking with head coach Aaron Grease, and for my first time this season, and you like to live life on the edge here these last couple of games.
Yeah, these last couple of games have been nail biters, and win some and lose some of those. So kind of how it played out these last two.
Last time out, I think you were down by 14 with 8 minutes to go. What changed?
Toughness. Our guys finally put it in their minds that they weren't going to get pushed around and they weren't going to get bullied like we did in the first roughly 25-30 minutes of the game, and started playing aggressively on the offensive and defensive sides, and just also playing a little bit more loose than they were early. I think they felt pressured, and there was a lot of structure, and we kind of opened it up a little bit and turned the tide.
Plus, you're a pretty good Loras College team that you play.
Loras is a very good team. Yeah, we anticipate that they'll be right in the mix in the Iowa Conference for the champ. They won it last year, and they've got some nice players, and they're tough and very well coached, and came in with the mentality that they were going to win that game. So I was impressed.
All right, 6-1 in the season. At this point of the season, you got everything pretty much down in terms of rotation and players on the floor at a certain time?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, these last 2 games we've been without our starting 4-man due to an ankle injury, and so that kind of always throws a wrench into what you're going to do, how many guys you can get into that rotation, and especially when Nick was our second leading scorer, and then when he got that ankle injury in the St. Mary's game, it changed the way we had to look at things, and so I think we'll have him back relatively healthy here tonight, hopefully, and hopefully we can keep him healthy the rest of the way.
Yeah, he had that great second half against Bethel. The opponent tonight, Carleton. We were winless against them last year, and of course they had the tough playoff game here, three-pointer going by the wayside, but trying to get our monkey off the back tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new year. I'm not really thinking about last year, and we're both new teams, and both play a little bit differently than we did in the past, and they're a very good team still, and they have a really good front court presence with Kevin Groh and Kent Hansen, and then they have some guys that can shoot the ball as well. So we're going to have to be really on top of our X's and O's on the defensive side of the floor, and then offensively we got to take advantage of our strengths. And there's things that we can do to exploit their personnel and their defensive scheme, and we're going to try and do that well tonight.
We'll talk about that defense, which has been kind of the hallmark so far this season, and especially having to go defense inside here tonight. Talk a little bit about the defensive side of things.
You know, we changed things up from last year, from the last couple of years actually, where we're playing a lot more aggressive defense and trying to dictate action rather than sit back and react to what the offense is doing. And so it's still a work in progress, but I'm very pleased with where it's at right now. We've been holding opponents to a relatively low field goal percentage. We've been creating turnovers. We've been rebounding fairly well. So we're still getting better at it, but the main, I think, objective of it is to be aggressive and to dictate the action.
All right, Augsburg and Carleton here tonight here on Auggie Game Central. Tell us a little about your holiday trip. You're going to Vegas?
We are, yeah. We have, after this game, we're off for a while. We have finals next week, and right at the end of finals week, we host our I think 9th annual holiday high school tournament, and so we've got an 8-team field this year that we're excited about. When that's over, our guys will have a couple of days off to spend time with family, and then on the 27th, we fly out to Las Vegas to play in the D3Hoops.com tournament, and have 2 quality opponents out there, so it should be really good for us to get prepared for the stretch run in league.
Now, Carthage and Wartburg on your schedule. Carroll, excuse me. Tell us a little bit about the holiday tournament quickly, and who's coming to Samuel B. Hall.
You know, I don't know if I can list all 8, but we have our normals. Hopkins is back this year for the 8th time. Minnehaha is there, so they'll be exciting. They won it last year. We have a team. Schaefer Academy is coming. Oh boy, I'm blanking on these other teams. Coach Scott puts that thing together, but it is a full 8-team field. And the last couple of years we've had 6, so we're really excited about it because it's just fun to have high school kids in the gym and the fans that come with it. It's a different environment, and it's nice to get those guys into our gym, and our guys actually work the tournament, so you'll see them at the scores tables and at the concession stand and at the gate and everything, and it's a good opportunity for them to get in and help the program.
Well, young Mr. Suggs is going to be there, and hopefully he likes that floor and would like to play there in the future. That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, that'd be a heck of a deal, though, if he turned down some of those high major Division I's and decided to come to Augsburg. That'd be fun.
Final question about the program, and how is Aren's squad doing so far? How many games have they played?
You know, I think they've played 5 games. They played last night and got a win last night. It's a little thin. They have 6 guys, but it's good because they all get a lot of experience. They get a little tired, but it's a good experience for them. And I think they've lost one of those, but I'm not really concerned about the wins and losses. More about the progression that they're making and being able to get in competition and make reads and just learn about our system. So it's been very productive in that way.
All right, that time of the year for holiday break, you're going to get everybody back home, especially the young lady from California for the holidays?
Yes, in fact, she's coming home tonight. I'll get a chance to see her tonight after the game, so we're excited about that. She'll be back for a month, and we have some other family coming in town as well. It should be a fun time.
All right, with that, happy holidays, sir.
Happy holidays to you.
And that, again, is head coach Aaron Grace, the coaches section of Auggie Game Night. here on Augie Game Central. And again, this is our pregame show. For updates and info on all Augsburg College, Augsburg University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu. Updated constantly with all the information, all 21 of our Augie varsity sports. It's your online home for Augie athletics. If it's happening in Augie sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. The games going on tonight, we already mentioned Hamlin is at St. John's. Gustavus at St. Thomas, big game there. St. Mary's at St. Olaf. In women's basketball tonight, St. Ben's at Hamlin, St. Thomas and Gustavus, St. Kate's and McAllister. And again, Carleton is at Augsburg with Charlie Beatty with the call of that broadcast. And in hockey tonight, UW River Falls at the St. Thomas Ice Arena to take on the Tommies. Going to send it downstairs, I believe, and pick up our national anthem.
Carleton College. Tonight it's NCAA Division III basketball action as the Augsburg Auggies take on the Knights of Carleton College. The MIAC and the NCAA encourage and promote good sport-like behavior by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you. I'll have your starting lineups in a moment, but first I ask that you would stand and direct your attention to the American flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Cheer our national anthem. On the way the standings coming into tonight's action, I know it's early, but it's a very tough first division. Gustavus 4-0, Carleton 3-0, St. John 3-0, and Augsburg is 3-1. And right now it's time for the starting lineups. And first of all, for the Carleton Knights, under head coach Guy Cullen in his 34th year, the starting lineup for the Carleton Knights. At center, Kevin Groh, a 6'8" senior from Centennial High School. Kent Hansen, a 6'5" sophomore from St. Paul Academy. And the Roseville connection, Quinn Johnson, 6'2" junior from Roseville. Joe Farmer, 6'2" junior from Roseville. And Henry Benson, 6'1" sophomore. He also played for the Raiders. At the starting lineup for the Carleton Knights. And now for your Augsburg Auggies. Here at the starting five on the floor for the Auggies. Colin Umscheid, 6'8" senior out of Buffalo. And Harry Soning, star of the game in that comeback win over Loris. 5'10" senior from Apple Valley. Kevin McKiernan, a 5'11" junior from Prior Lake. Booker Copeland, a 6'4" sophomore from Shakopee, and a transfer from the University of Wisconsin River Falls. And Henry Mulligan, a 6' sophomore, and he's out of Iowa City. So that is the matchup tonight as the introductions are being made. This is our pregame show. And again, a broadcast courtesy of Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe. Take a trip down Memory Lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe, 26th Avenue, South Minneapolis, 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms wait for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. And the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel impresses with state-of-the-art guest rooms, private meeting spaces, and mouth-watering fare at the bistro. Conveniently located, featuring a complimentary shuttle to bring you right to all the Auggie sports action. Visit them at courtyard.com/MSPDC. At the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel, it's a new stay. Again, the Auggies 6-1. They're in Las Vegas on the 28th and 30th of December. And you will take on Carleton College on the 28th and Wartburg College on the 30th. We're back home against the Hamlin Pipers on January 3rd. Carleton 5-1, and they have a game coming up this Friday as they will be hosting UW Eau Claire. And then on the 30th of December, they travel down to North Mankato to take on Bethany Lutheran. Auggies in the maroon uniforms with the gray numerals and trim. The Carleton Knights in the gold numerals and gold uniforms with the black and white trim. Auggies going right to left here in the first half from West Gym as Auggie game night gets underway here on Auggie Game Central. And a couple of 6'8" people, Kevin Grow and Colin Olmscheid. And the Carleton Knights win the tip, and they come left to right into the front court. Henry Benson is the point guard. Auggies, of course, traditionally man-to-man. And down the right wing is Ken Hansen. Up top, looking there for Joe Farmer. Farmer goes cross-court. Henry Benson, free throw line high out of that left wing. Kevin Grow at that high post. Back to Joe Farmer, top of the key. Benson, shot good. Quinn Johnson, excuse me. This Carleton team averaging 80 points a ball game. 64 given up defensively. They shoot 54%, which I believe is third in Division III. 2-0 out of the corner. Copeland cut off there by Hansen. They go up top at the high post for Colin Olmscheid. Harry Sony in the left-hand dribble into the lane drive. Underneath, whistle and a blocking foul before the shot. Harry Sony went inside, shovel pass to Colin Olmscheid, and he was fouled on the way in. And that'll be a blocking foul, fouled by Quinn Johnson. Or correction, Henry Benson. That's the first foul of the ball game. Auggies to inbounds underneath their own boards. And some discussion over the scores table. And again, don't forget, Auggie women's basketball and Carleton from Ernie Anderson Court, Cy Melby Hall. Charlie Beatty on the call on our Channel 1 of Auggie Game Central. The women will be back in action on Saturday at the University of Wisconsin University of Northwestern. We'll have that game for you too on Auggie Game Central. Off the inbounds, McKiernan in the near corner against Joe Farmer. Goes inside to Olmscheid against Kevin Grow. Backs him down. Turns right hand hook up. No good. Kevin Grow with a rebound. And he gives the outlet pass to Benson and into the front court. Picked up by Henry Mulligan. Benson down the right wing into the lane. Lost the dribble on the floor. Taken away. Turnover. Back down court. Pass and back to take it away of Joe Farmer. Turnovers both ways. As it again is Carleton basketball in the front court. As Benson weaves his way through traffic out of that far wing for Quinn Johnson. At the high post for Kevin Grow. On the wing near side, Joe Farmer off a pick. Free throw line. Looking pick and roll, not there. On that far wing is Quinn Johnson. He'll bring it back up top. On the crossover dribble, goes inside up off glass and no good. Rebound, Kevin Grow, another offensive board. And another 30 for the Knights from the corner. Johnson, three, scores. Quinn Johnson, just his third three-pointer of the season. They do have 37 threes, but 21 of those belong to Matthew Stritzel coming off the bench. 5-0 in favor of the Carleton Knights. Mulligan, top of the circle, goes three for Henry, and it's no good. Rebound taken down by Kat Hansen. And it's Carleton Knight basketball. We played 2 minutes of this first half. Benson goes inside, wide open. Hansen scores. Somebody got lost in a shovel there, and Kent Hansen, the sophomore from SBA, averaging 19 points a ball game. And the Knights are off to a 7-0 lead here in the first half. Grow averaging 19, Hansen averaging 19. The two big guys. Harry Sonny with the basketball around. Kevin Grow using up that dribble, goes inside Olmscheid, low post, turnaround up and in. Colin Olmscheid averaging 18 points a ball game. The Auggies are finally up on the board. It is 7-2. As McKiernan with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Benson on the left-hand dribble. Gets double team. Bounce pass. Kevin Grow into the lane. Trying to back down Olmscheid. Colin with a good defense. And there's Joe Farmer. Farmer goes high post for Grow. Head fake down the lane. Drive up off glass. And in. Kevin Grow. Again, averaging 19 a ball game. The young man at a Centennial. And it's a 9-2 ball game once again. The Carleton Knights with a 7-point lead. Back down court, Sony trapped along the baseline. Up top, Olmscheid, three range, and it's good. Colin Olmscheid with 5. He has now 11 threes on the season. The Auggies as a team have 64, but it's very well balanced. Olmscheid 11, Sabatke 9, McKiernan 8, Copeland with 10, Henry Mulligan with 10. It's 9-5. Auggies trail by 4. And with the basketball, Quinn Johnson, free throw line, pull-up jumpers, no good. And Colin Olmscheid chases down the rebound to the backcourt. A hand for Henry Sony as into that front court. And looks like Carleton going zone. 1-2-2. McKiernan top of the key against Joe Farmer. No, that's man-to-man, just matchup zone, if you will. Harry Sony for 3. Up top, Harry's no good. Rebound taken clean by Joe Farmer. And he pushes into the front court for Henry Benson. Benson against McKinnon, the matchup there. Behind the back dribble. Cross court, Joe Farmer. And off into the lane. Hansen, scoop shot up, no good. Whistle, and it should be a charge. It is. Ken Hansen picking up the offensive foul. Second foul of the ball game, both against Carleton. It'll be Augie basketball. And again, quiet crowd tonight. The school is out of session here at Carleton College. They've been out since Thanksgiving. They'll be back after the holidays. Looks like Harry hit the deck. And attending to both Harry Sony and Kevin McKiernan. And a substitution. Matthew Stritzel, a 6'3" freshman from Notre Dame High School in Chicago, Illinois. He will come in and Joe Farmer will sit down. And K-Mac and Harry are all patched up. Sony will bring it up court. Auggie trailing by 4, 9-5, 15:45 to go first half. Steal by Benson. Henry down court. Drive. McKiernan tries to block. Leaves it up. No good. It's Sony the rebound. Auggie with their second turnover, and we got away with one. Sony into the front court. Looking to go inside for Olmscheid. And Colin comes out to meet the pass. Sony directing traffic. Off a pick. Back screen. Low post. Olmscheid fade away up and good. Olmscheid has all 7 of our points. 9-7. The Auggies have cut a 7-point lead down to 2 with 15 and short change remaining here in the first half. Benson the basketball behind the back dribble. Cut off by Mulligan. Out of that wing far side, Hansen goes baseline at the high post. Kevin Groves, last stolen away by Harry Sony, and then the Knights got called for travel. So turnovers are even at 2 apiece. And coming into the ball game for the Knights is Ryan Casperson, a 6'5" senior, playing his high school basketball at Armstrong. 9-7, August with a chance at time, maybe take the lead. And Sony, McKiernan, Copeland, or Mulligan playing catch on the lead. Sony gets double teamed on the move. Clears to Copeland. Booker off on the wing. Mulligan double team. Pick and roll baseline. Copeland and he traveled. Turnover against the Auggies and 5 turnovers here in the first 5.5 minutes. 9-7 Carleton. Augie game night on Augie Game Central. As Henry Benson with the basketball against McKiernan. In the backcourt. Benson clears the timeline. Left wing far side. As Stritzel goes over the top and whistling an offensive foul called against Quinn Johnson as he knocked over Harry Sony. Harry has a way of drawing those charging fouls. Nice job. And it'll be Nick Sabatke to come in for the Auggies. They're 6'6" senior out of Egan. And Booker Copeland will sit down. And some discussion. Nope, Harry Sony, again, evidently a screen behind the elbow, and they're trying to patch it up. Check out the girls and see how they're doing. And right now, Carleton leading 9-7. And that is a first quarter score. Oh, I got the wrong game. Let's go back to the women's game here on Augie Game Central. And the Auggies coming right to left. Into the front court. Not watching. In the corner, there's Mulligan. I'll get to that score in just a bit. Mulligan with a bounce pass. McKiernan gets a pick from Olmscheid. Pulls up from 3. Shot is no good. Rebound, take it down by Casperson. And it's Carleton basketball. Into the front court. Matthew Stritzel splits the double team. Goes up top. Quinn Johnson, 3 in and out. Rebound tipped up, and Casperson with a save. Clears it up top. Benson reloads the offense. A 3 from Casperson. Shot no good. Or correction, Matthew Stritzel, their leading 3-point shooter. McKiernan with a basketball. Auggies on the defensive boards. He'll 9-7 to clear the 13-40 mark. Mulligan, long three. Henry scores! Henry Mulligan with 11 threes on the season. He's averaging 7 points in the ballgame. And the Auggies had their first lead. First lead change in the ballgame. It is 10-9 in favor of the Auggies. High post for Kasperson. Corner, three. Benson shot, no good. Rebound, Sabatke. And Nick leaves it for Matt Carrick. Now in the ballgame matter. 6'1" freshman from Rogers. Carrick on the floor along with McKiernan, Sabatke, Mulligan, and Olmsted. Nick for three up top. No good. And Kevin Groh takes down the rebound and leaves it off for Quinn Johnson. 10-9 Auggies. We hit the 13-minute mark of the first half. Johnson, bounce pass, Groh into the lane. And that's a charge, I hope. Yes. Kevin Groh picked up a charge. And that is 4 fouls against Carleton. 2 of those on the charge. And it'll be Augie basketball in the backcourt. And Kent Hansen will come in. Kevin Groh will sit down for the Carletonites. 5-1 on the season. The Augies again 6-1. 2 of the leaders in the MIAC early pre-Christmas break. As Carrick will walk it into the front court. And goes right wing far side from McKiernan out of the wing. A pick from Sabatke. Pick and roll not there. Carrick goes inside for Nick. Back to Carrick. Drive, lays it up and in. Beautiful. Matt Carrick with his first deuce. He's averaging 4 points a ballgame. And the Auggies, they were down 7-0. They have scored 12 of the last 14 points. And a lead by a score of 12-9. A 3-point bulge right now. Hansen with the basketball. Back to the basket. Off to Benson. Free throw line high. Direct in traffic. Crossover dribble. Goes baseline to the corner. Farmer up top. For Spritzek into the lane for Kasperson. Ryan spins. Stearns up and off. But he was fouled by Colin Olmsted. And there's the first foul of the ballgame to be called against the Auggies. It is a shooting foul. As the senior from Armstrong will go to the line. Carleton as a team shooting 62% from the free throw line. It's mentioned 54% from the field, 37% from three-point range. Free throw by Ryan is good. He's averaging 7 points a ballgame. And it is 12-10 as Mulligan will come out and Harry Sony will come back in for the Auggies. Sony, McKiernan, Sabatke, and Olmsted. Second free throw missed. And Sony with a rebound. 12-10 Auggies as we're closing into the 12-minute mark of the first half. Sony around. Kasperson pulls up at the free throw line. Alley-oop inside. Colin. Olmsted whistle. And we have an offensive foul called against Colin. Maybe it through the elbow. Yes, he did. Colin Olmsted has his second foul. And that's not good. And he will sit down. And Cheney Powell will come into the ballgame. Our 6'5" senior out of Frittley. And fresh in the backcourt, Sony and Carrick. And the inbounds pass. Kasperson leaves it off. There for Joe Farmer. Quinn Johnson. Johnson against Sony. Goes baseline, cut off by Cheney Pell. Into the lane. Kasperson underneath, wide open. Hansen leaves it up and in. Ken Hansen with 4. And we have our first tie of the ball game at 12-12. Carrick, a screen from Cheney Pell to the corner. McKiernan goes baseline underneath. Cheney up and off. Oh, he missed the body. And Ken Hansen with a rebound. Johnson, crossover dribble, double team. Kasperson, 3. Guns, no good. Rebound, Sabatke. Outlet pass for K-Mac. Kevin McKiernan into the front court. Sabatke way out at the high post. Matt Carrick out of the wing. Free throw line high. And dribbling in place. Going to have to hurry. And looks for Cheney. Not there. McKiernan up top. Shake and bake. Nothing there. Here's Carrick again. Shot clock at 10. Baseline. Shot up by Carrick. No good. Rebound. Taken down by the Carletonites. As Matt Stritzel, will bring it down the front court. Stritzel in the near corner. Goes way up top. Quinn Johnson. Head fake in the lane. The scoop shot is up and in. And they say an offensive foul. Quinn Johnson will pick up a second foul on another charge called against the Carletonites. That's their 4th charge of the night. And Kevin Groh is going to come in. And Kasperson will sit down. And Henry Benson coming in, and Quinn Johnson will sit down. Augie basketball, Sabatke, Carrick, Sony, Pal, and McKiernan on the floor for the Auggies. Kevin with the basketball, top of the circle. Deeper out of the court for Sony. Goes baseline, far corner. Nick for three. Launches. It's going to be short. Rebound taken down by Carleton. As Henry Benson back in the ball game as a point guard. Clears the front court. Clears the timeline. Benson through traffic. Free throw line high. Cut off there by Carrick. Crossover dribble in the lane. Shot up and good. Henry Benson, his first deuce, averaging 3 points in the ballgame. He leads their team in assist. And there's our second lead change of the ballgame. It's 14-12 Carleton. McKenna with the basketball. Goes baseline. Kevin almost traveled up top for Sony. Sony against Benson behind the back dribble and off his foot. Loose ball, but saved by Sabatke. Over the top corner. Carrick. Matt baseline. Can't get it off. Sony up top three. Launches and scores. Harry Sony, his first basket of the night. His 7th three-pointer. And the Auggies have the lead at 15-14. 9:40 to go in the first half. And Simon Milby held 25-19. Augsburg is up on Carleton women's basketball. Kent Hansen, one catch with Stritzik. There's Joe Farmer. Farmer and almost lost the dribble, gets double teamed. Goes over the top, far quarter. Benson, head fake. Baseline cut off by Shaney Powell. Looking for help. Bounce pass to the corner. Stritzel, three on the way. No good. Rebound Sonny for the Auggies. His second defensive board. Front court, McKiernan. And he'll slow it up, waiting for some help. 15-14 Auggies. McKiernan in the lane, scoop shot, blocked by Kevin Groom. He leads the team in the blocks. Augie basketball, 13 for Kevin, now 14. Shaney Powell over the top. Carrick out on that far wing. The pick from Sabatke, splits it inside. Shaney Powell, low post, underneath, out to the corner, up top. Sabatke, three, one time, yes! Mitch Sabatke with his 10th three-pointer of the season. And the Auggies have their biggest lead of the ball game at 18-14 with 8:40 to go in the first half. Henry Benson, Kevin Groom, Matt Stritzel, Kent Hansen, and Joe Farmer on the floor right now for the Carleton Knights. Hansen to the high post. Baseline, far side, inside. Farmer up over Cheney, no good. Rebound his own and lost the dribble. Picks it back up, clears it up top. Three. Matt Stritzel now pulls in for two. Goes inside. Layup, Groh. Kevin scores. Kevin Groh with four. 18-16. Auggies by two. Matt Carrick in the front court. Shaney Powell. They play catch around the perimeter of that defense. Far corner. Sabatke head fake. Goes inside. Pulls up. 15-footer. No good. Rebound. And I believe it's off the hands of Kevin Groh. It is. And now Booker Copeland will come in. Marvin Mitchell will come in. And Mark Delavadova will come in. Martin Mitchell, the 6'2 sophomore from Eastview. Mark Delavadova, the 6'10 junior from Simley High School. I mentioned Booker Copeland back at the ballgame, a sophomore from Shakopee. Auggies to inbounds. Baseline. Sony gets in the corner to Copeland. Clearing pass back up the line. Here's Mitchell. Martin's first touch of the basketball for Sony. Sony, high post, Sabatke lost the double, picks it back up again. Mitchell off a screen, gets double teamed, clears to the wing. Sabatke looking inside for Big Mark. Pass Sony into the lane. Spin move underneath. Teardrop is up and in. Here is Sony with five. And a 20-16 Auggies again with a 4-point lead. 7:30 to go here in the first half. Second quarter now 25-21 Augsburg. Backdoor cut. Layup is no good. And the rebound back up and in by Kent Hansen. The initial shot by Stritzel missed, but Kent Hansen cleared it up, and he's got 6 points. And a 20-18. Augie lead is 2. Sony out on the hash mark in front of that Carleton bench. Again, they only have 10 on the roster. Delavadova way away from the low post. Here's Copeland. Takes it down the wing, double team. Up the line for Sabatke, back inside for Booker. To the corner, three. Martin scores! Martin Mitchell has his 8th three-pointer of the season. Auggies have 4 three-pointers tonight. 23-18. The Auggies have a 5-point lead. Martin Mitchell averaging 5 points in the ballgame. Now 8 three-pointers. Pass knocked away by Copeland and out of bounds. Ryan Casperson will come in. Matthew Stritzel will sit down. Now, guys, roster shows only 10 players. And they use about 7 of those extensively. Kevin Groh with the basketball at the high post for Joe Farmer. Farmer out of the wing, up top for Kent Hansen. For Ryan Casperson. In the corners, Kent Hansen, left-hand dribble. In the lane, shovel pass, Casperson. Fade away from the baseline, up and in. Ryan Casperson has his first field goal, his 3rd point. 23-20. The Augie lead is 3 as we're closing in on the 6-minute mark of the first half. Sony and the Auggies right to left. There's Sabatke with the post, or the high post. Mitchell out of the wing. The pick from Dellavedova into the lane to Nick for 3 up top. It is no good. Rebound knocked away. Loose ball taken away by the Knights. Down court, Ken Hansen into the lane. Drive, scoop shot up and in. Ken Hansen with the left hand, and he's got 8 points. And it's a 1-point ball game, 23-22. And Sony with the basketball down the left wing. Bounce pass corner for Copeland. Booker back up the line into the paint. Back to the basket, whistle, and we have an offensive foul against Copeland. Copeland will pick up his first foul and the third team foul on the Auggies. Tried to split a double team. They called it for an elbow or charge or a phantom call, whatever it was. 23-22. As Benson with the basketball through traffic into the lane. Underneath, layup is up and no good. Rebound taken away by Sabatke up the hands of Kevin Grubb. Harry hits front court, picked up by the man-to-man by the Knights. For Nick Sabatke, the high post. Copeland inside for Big D. Back door, underneath, Copeland up and in. Beautiful pass from Dellavedova. Booker has his first 2. The Auggies lead by 3, 25-22 with 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Out of the wing far side. Here's Joe Farmer, part of the Rollsville connection. Farmer goes up top. High post extended for Kevin Grove. Benson for Farmer. Baseline drive, shot up off glass, and no good. Rebound underneath. Grove bounce pass. Baseline Hansen, 10-footer, scores. And Hansen has 10. And at 25-24, Hansen, the sophomore out of St. Paul Academy, draws the Knights within 1 with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Mitchell with the basketball. Martin goes up top. Booker had an ocean, goes inside, tied up, clearing past Mitchell. Martin free throw line high to the corner for Sabatke. Sony, top of the key, into the lane to the basket. Soup got up and up, but no good. And he was fouled. That'll be a 2-shot foul. And I believe Henry Benson picked up that foul. That would be his second foul. And going to the free throw line is Harry shooting. Harry averaging 8 points a ball game, a 94% free throw shooter, best in the club, 79% as a team. The Auggies from the line, 48% for the field. Harry's free throw is good. And Sony has 6 of our points. Omshad has 7, 26-24. Farmer will come out. And Henry Benson will come back in. Quinn Johnson came back in. Johnson playing with 2 fouls. Benson now has 2. Harry with 6, Harry with 7. And the Auggies are 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 27-24. Has Mitchell in the backcourt applying a little bit of pressure. As Benson clears the timeline, goes right wing near side. There's Johnson up top for Casperson. Hands it off to Quinn. Bounce pass again inside of Casperson. Backs down Nick. Turnaround up and in. Ryan Casperson, good post-up move. He's got 5. The big guy has given the Knights a basket to draw within 1 at 27-26. You know what? You're sharing company here on Augie Game Central. Tam Ritchie on camera again tonight. Here's Mitchell, Sony, and Copeland playing catch on the way. Mitchell for Copeland, top of the key. Hands it on him. Into the post for a Big D. Mark backs down the defender, goes up top. Into the lane is Mitchell. Lost his balance, goes down, and we have a kicking foul, I believe, against Carleton. And I believe the foul was on Quinn Johnson. And correction, that's on Henry Benson. That's his 3rd. And he will sit down immediately. As back in the ball game is Matthew Stritzel. Stritzel, one of 2 freshmen on this roster. Mitchell, Martin, a 70% free throw shooter. First one up, first one good. He's got 4. The Auggies are 3 for 3 from the line, 28-26. Martin out of Eastview High School, played for the Lightning. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Second one is in and out. Rebound high in the air and taken away by Kevin Grove. Our Auggies, our first miss. from the line is into the front court. Is Quinn Johnson against Harry Sony. The matchup there in the man-to-man. He traveled, didn't call it. Dragged that pivot foot. Here's Quinn Johnson, baseline, up the line, pick from Grohl in the lane, lays it up and in. Quinn Johnson with his 7th point, and we've got a tie. Our second tie of the ball game at 28-28, under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Auggie basketball. Copeland in possession for Mitchell. Martin to Sabatke. Nick for 3, launches and scores! Sabatke with another 3. He's got 11 on the season. He averages 11 points a ball game, and the Auggies have the lead back up 31-28. And now whistle in the front court. And a foul against the Auggies. Sony got it. And Mitchell will come out. Kevin McKinnon will come back on the floor. Harry Sony picking up his first foul for the Auggies, just their 4th foul of the half. Go off the inbounds pass to the high post. Hands it off to Stritzel. Matthew back to Grohl. Into the lane. Up off glass. Banks it in. Kevin Grohl with 6. The big guys. 31-30. They've got 16 of their 30 points. Augie lead 1 with 2:20 to go. McKinnon down the lane. Off to Copeland. Into the lane. Booker leans. Lays it up off glass. No good. Rebound tipped up. No good. 3rd time down. Taken away from Dellavedova. And Stritzel back down court. Leads a 3-on-2. Pulls up from 10. And no good. Rebound Grohl. Back up. No good. Whistle and a foul. And I think Dellavedova or Copeland may have picked up the foul. And that'll be a shooting foul. And they're going to call it on Booker. And for Booker, his 2nd. And at the line is Kevin Grohl. He's a 61% free throw shooter. For the night, just 62% from the line. 31-30 Auggies. Grohl with a half a dozen. Grohl with 7 now. And the Knights are 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Mulligan will come in. Copeland will sit down. Kasperson will sit down. And back at the ball game is Joe Farmer for the Carleton Knights. 31-31. There's a 3rd tie of the ball game. Kevin, one of 3 seniors on their roster. Played for the Centennial Cougars. 31 all, 32-31. He's got 8. And the Carleton Knights have the lead. There's their 4th lead change of the ballgame. And Joe Farmer went down hard in the lane. And he's up and okay. Just about 2 minutes to go here in the first half. By the way, at halftime, a special player guest from our newcomers, Devin Hanna, out of Minneapolis Roosevelt. We'll visit with him for a few minutes. Here is Sabatke at the high post. Sony, way out, NBA range. Sabatke the pick. Back to Nick from the wing, had a notion. Sabatke on the drive, lost the dribble, lost it. And an Augie turnover back down court. Carleton with the lead. And they try to extend it underneath Hansen. Reverse layup, up and off. Hit up, no good. 3rd time down, loose ball. Taken away. Stritzel from the wing, far side. Back up the line for Joe Farmer. And a new 30-second clock. On the wing for Matthew Stritzel. Grohl trying to set a pick. Matthew gets double team, goes baseline into Kevin Grohl. Into the lane. Reverse layup, up and no good. Tipped up by Hansen and good. Hansen with the offensive board and his 12th point. 34-31. Carleton with a 3-point lead. Their biggest lead was 7 at 9-2. A minute to go in the first half. The Auggies now trail by 3. Sonny with the basketball. Up top for Sabatke. Back to Harry out of the wing. Puts up the 3. It's going to be short. And the rebound tipped by Dellavedova into that backcourt. Goes out of bounds. Should be Augie basketball, and it is. Last touch by Joe Farmer. Sabatke will inbound near half court. And that should be a new 30-second clock, and it is. Sony, Sabatke, Dellavedova, McKinnon, and Mulligan on the floor for your Auggies. Sony gets it in for McKinnon. Mulligan out near the hash mark. Top of the key. Henry down the left wing to the baseline. McKinnon can't get a shot up. Goes baseline drive into the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebound taken down by Kevin Grohl. 1 and down for the Auggies. And about 6 seconds between the game and shot clock. Carleton with the basketball. Here's Joe Farmer double teamed into Grohl. Kevin stolen away. And he takes it back. Muscled it up and off. We have a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Nick. Or is it on Dellavedova? Big D picking up his first foul. And going to the free throw line is Kevin Grohl. Shooting foul. The Auggies with 16 fouls. Kevin Grohl with 8 2 for 2 from the line, make that 3 for 3 from the line. And he has 9 points, 35-31. Carleton with a 4-point lead. And Olmscheid will come in. And Delavadova will sit down. And this Carleton night team averaging 80 points a ball game, shooting 54% from the field. 35-31, 36-31. And in double figures is Groh. He's got 10. Hansen has 12. The two big guys, 36-31. Auggies by 5. As into the front court, McKinnon, Mulligan, and Sonny. Sabatke and Olmscheid on the floor. Double high post. Sonny down the right wing. Staps looking inside for Olmscheid. Instead goes wing. Mulligan from the corner. 3. It is high off the board. No good. Rebound, Kent Hansen. And that'll do it. There's the buzzer. That is the end of the first half with the score. The Carletonites 36 and the Augsburg Auggies 31. This is Auggie Game Night on Auggie Game Central. And a broadcast brought to you by the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel. Impressed with state-of-the-art guest rooms, private meeting spaces, and mouth-watering fare at the bistro. Conveniently located, featuring a complimentary shuttle to bring you right to all the Auggie sports action. Visit them at courtyard.com/MSPDC. At the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel, it's a new stay. The Corner Bar, proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics, located in the historic Seven Corners area. The Corner Bar is the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous chili wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit the Corner Bar for more information on the Corner Bar. Are looking to buy or sell a home here in the Twin City area? Contact Adam Nyberg, Branch Vice President with Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. Have an experienced professional manage your real estate needs today. Adam has been a trusted friend, guide, and leader in the real estate business since 1994. Call Adam Nyberg of Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty at 651-329-5514. Stats of the first half. We'll get the shooting stats from Dave Pape in just a bit. Kevin Groh with 3 field goals and 4 for 4 from the line, 10 points. Kent Hansen with 6 field goals for a dozen. Quinn Johnson has 2 deuces and a 3, 7 points. Farmer yet to score. Benson with a deuce. And Ryan Kasperson with 1 of 2 from the line, 2 field goals and 5 points. Foul situation for the Carletonites. Kevin Groh 1, Ken Hansen 1, Quinn Johnson 2, and Henry Benson with 3. For the Auggies, Cullen Olmscheid, 2 deuces and a 3, 7 points. Nick Sabatke with a couple of threes. He has 6 points. Harry Sony, a deuce of 3, 2 for 2 from the line. That's 7 points. McKiernan yet to score. Booker has 2. Matt has 2. Mulligan has 3. And Martin Mitchell has 4. The Auggies in that first half, they had 6 3-pointers. They started the night with 64. They're at 70. Auggies were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Foul situation for the Auggies. Olmscheid 2, Sony 1, and Copeland with 2, and Mark Delavadova with 2. So again, 36-31 our score here at halftime. And at Cy Melby Hall late in the second quarter. And the Augsburg Auggies and the Carletonites are tied at 34. That other game here in Auggie Game Central on Channel 1. As mentioned, I had a chance to visit with one of the newcomers to our Auggie men's basketball program, and he is Devin Hannon, emanating from Minneapolis Roosevelt. And let's listen in. And Auggie Game Night continues here this Wednesday night from West Gym here at Carleton College. The Auggies and the Knights, and a chance to And Auggie Game Night continues here this Wednesday night from West Gym here at Carleton College. The Auggies and the Knights, and a chance to introduce here at halftime one of the newest members of our Auggie basketball team. Introduce him to our Auggie basketball family. And he is Devin Hanna out of Minneapolis Roosevelt, played for the Teddies there in the city conference. And first of all, tell us, Devin, a little bit about home life and family and mom and dad, brothers and sisters. How big a family you have?
I have 2 brothers, actually. I'm in the middle of 3. And I have my mother and my father living with me. And then it's just us 5 at the crib. And I have an older brother that goes to St. Thomas right now, and he's playing basketball there as well. And then I have a younger brother that is playing at Alphabet High School right now, and he loves it there as well.
So a lot of other athletes in the family, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure. My dad went to have it any other way.
What about you, other than basketball? Any other sports while you were growing up?
As I was growing up, I mainly played football as well, but that stopped at a pretty early age. I mainly focused on basketball through high school.
And did you play a lot of summer ball and AAU and so on?
Yep, I was lucky enough to be able to be part of the Wear Out the Net family, and that was a lot of fun and taught me a lot about just a family experience and being a part of a group that really cared about you.
All right, Devin, playing with the Auggies right now, your playing time is probably devoted to, the JV and Aren's Crowd. But how's the JV doing?
JV, we're doing pretty well. We've lost 2 games, won 2, a couple of losses that we should have had, and it's just been difficult right now with only 6 players, but it's been a really good learning experience and making us all better players at the same time.
I got to back up a little bit. How did you end up coming here to Augsburg?
I actually met Coach Scott through AAU with Wear Out the Net, and just learning more and more about the program and getting to meet a lot of friends here. I got a lot of friends that already were coming here, and they're pretty good friends of mine, so they made it a lot easier for me to make my decision.
Well, after the 6-1 start, got to be impressed with our start so far.
Oh yes, I'm very happy about it. Looking ahead to the future, and I think we have a good shot at making some big moves.
Especially what an exciting game the last time out.
Oh yes, it was a lot of fun to be a part of for sure. That's the type of basketball game that you really that you live for, you know.
Yeah. And you build on. What about the academic side of things? Coming here to Augsburg, is there a degree or course of study you're going to pursue?
Yep, I plan on being in business administration, and I hope to be possibly an HR director or further my education and go into masters in business and do whatever I can possible to do my best.
All right, well, with that, thanks for visiting with us. Look forward to calling your name over the next few years, young man.
Thank you.
All right, Devin Hand, our special guest here at halftime as Auggie Game Day continues on Auggie Game Central. All right, thank you, Devin, for the visit. This is Auggie Game Day, as mentioned on Auggie Game Central, and it is brought to you in part by Thrivent Financial, a financial services organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously. For more than a century, they've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values, and they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alex Gonzalez, the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Alex. For more information, 952-358-3442, 952-358-3442. Twin City Orthopedics, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider, offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. And before we get to the out-of-town scoreboard, in the first half shooting-wise, Augsburg 42%, 42-3, 11 of 26, including 6 of 14 from beyond the arc and 3 of 4 from the line. The Auggies have 12 rebounds, 4 on the offensive board, 7 turnovers, and 1 steal. For Carleton, they shot 50% of the first half, 15 of 30, including 1 of 6 from beyond the line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Rebounding, they about rebounded. That's 20 to 12, and including 8 offensive boards. Groen Hansen doing the battles. They have 6 turnovers, 1 block shot, and they have 4 steals. 36-31, Carleton has led on a couple of different occasions. Their biggest lead at 7. Augie's biggest lead was 5 earlier in the ballgame. We had 3 ties and 4 late changes. And the out-of-town scoreboard in men's basketball.
Augsburg was led in the first half by Colin Olshine.
And let's see.
7 apiece. Nick Sabatke has 6.
There we go. Cooperate. It is St. John leading Hamlin. Just telling the computer it listens to me. St. John's leading Hamlin 24-22 at last check with about 7 minutes to go in the first half. St. Thomas late in the first half at home leading Gustavus 30-23. St. Olaf putting a hurt on St. Mary's 51-31, and that was late in the first half. Women's basketball, and nothing in as of yet. St. Ben's and Hamlin, St. Thomas and Gustavus. And it is Carleton now leading our Auggies at halftime 38-34. McAllister at home leading St. Kate's 33-31. Let's check out Hamlin and St. Ben, see if we can't get a score there. From Hutton Gym, we'll be there later this season for men's and women's basketball.
In women's action, Carleton leads Augsburg 38-34.
And let's see.
St. Benedict in front of Hamlin 35-26.
Can hear the public announcer. He probably has more up-to-date scores than I do. And it is St. Ben's leading Hamlin 35-26, and that game is at halftime. And one other score here in the MIAC in women's basketball. And let's see. Gustavus and St. Thomas. Let's go down to St. Peter, the Gus Young Court at the Lund Center. And it is St. Thomas leading Gustavus 39-27. And that game is also at halftime. And one other game going on tonight, that is hockey over the St. Thomas Ice Arena. And the St. Thomas women are taking on the University of Wisconsin River Falls. They are scoreless as of right now. And that was a 7 o'clock finish. So let's see if we have an updated score, that being about 7:45. And at the end of the first period. And evidently, live stats are not there. All right. It is halftime here at West Gym. A broadcast here on Auggie Game Central, courtesy of Wells Fargo. Brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of the Auggies and dedicated to helping people build better every day. Call, click, or stop by to start a conversation with them today. Wells Fargo, building better every day. And Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani's located right across the street, offers the amazing Auggie discount. Get 10% off any order. Just tell them you want the Auggie discount at Devani's. Follow Auggie Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Auggies on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all of your Auggie social media. Remember to use the hashtag Auggie Pride to share your love of Auggie Athletics. So the Auggies down by 5. They led by as many as 5 in the first half. 36-31. Teams coming back on the floor. Second half underway in just about 4 minutes. We'll be back in just a bit. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni, 360 UL Inc. is the parent company of several up-and-coming brands of the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNKIE Movement Shack Shot. If you're looking for a great job and a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360ULInc.com. And Jimmy John's is the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics. Located on the northwest corner of campus, they provide fast delivery. How fast you ask, freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view the menu and hours. That is Jimmy John's. On the August sports calendar, the men's basketball team off for finals next week. And then the holidays, and then head to Las Vegas, where they will face Carroll University on the 28th, Wartburg on the 30th, home against Hamlin on Wednesday, January 3rd. The women's basketball team have a game at the University of Northwestern St. Paul on Saturday. 1 o'clock, we'll have that game for you right here on Auggie Game Central. And then they're at Hamlin University on Wednesday, January 3rd. Tom Rich and I'll be at Hutton Arena up there in the rafters at Hutton Arena. And hockey, the men's hockey team hosting St. Scholastica this Saturday night at the arena, 7 o'clock. Josh Powers will have the call of that game. The women's hockey team are off until Sunday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. They will host Williams College out of Massachusetts before they have a home-and-home with the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire on January 6th and January 7th. The Sunday game right here on Auggie Game Central. Coming back on the floor to start the second half. Looks like the starting 10 for the Auggies: Olmscheid, Sony, McKinnon, Copeland, and Mulligan. And for the Carleton Knights, Groh, Hanson, Johnson, Farmer, and Benson. Auggie basketball left to right into the front court. We're down by 5. There is Mulligan, Sony, McKinnon playing the weave. Mulligan up near the hash mark. On the move, Henry in the lane, pull up from 10, scores! Henry Mulligan has his 5th point. And the Auggies cut the lead, 36-33. Pressure in the backcourt as Henry Benson to bring it up against Kevin McKinnon. Benson, bounce pass inside to Ken Hansen, knocked away, but saved by Benson. Takes it down the left wing, goes baseline, gets double teamed. Clearing pass up the line, Joe Farmer into the paint, left-hand layup, he is good, basket counts, and he was fouled. Joe Farmer, averaging 4 points a ball game, picks up his first deuce, and it's 38-33. Henry Mulligan picking up the foul, his first, and a shooting foul. Again, the Knights 5 of 6 from the line in the first half. Free throw up, free throw good, and Farmer has 3, and the lead is 6, 39-33. Again, the biggest lead was at 9-2. Sony high post for Olmscheid. Hands it off to McKiernan. Shovel pass. Copeland looking for some help. Sony on the move to Copeland. Corner. Booker can't get a shot up. Pulls up from 15 and scores. Couldn't get the 3 off, but he went inside and got a deuce. He's got 4, 39-35. Booker averaging 11 points a ball game. Leads us in steals and assists. As Carleton Knight basketball in the front court. Farmer goes over the top. On the weak side is Quinn Jansen. In the corner, there's Henry Benson. The Roseville connection is out there, all 3. Quinn Johnson, crossover dribble, baseline, up off glass, and good. Oh, pretty move. Quinn Johnson has his 9th point. 41-35, Carleton with a 6-point lead. Quiet gym. Again, school's out of session here on campus. At the low post at Olmscheid against Kevin Groh. Head fake on the move. Backs him down, spins, fade away up off glass, no good. And the rebound is Farmer. On for Henry Benson, clears half court. Carleton by 6 and possession with 18 remaining in the ballgame. 18-10. Benson cut off by Olmscheid and McKinnon. Clearing pass up the line. Here's Joe Farmer off a screen down the lane. Goes up top from the corner. 3. Johnson up, and it is no good. Rebound on the floor, taken away by Groh. Underneath, Hanson reverse layup, no good. 3rd time down, taken away by Copeland. Booker Copeland pushes into the front court. Out of the wing, free throw line high. Clearing pass back up the line for Sonny. Copeland goes inside Olmscheid to the basket, lays it up and in. And Olmscheid with 9 points, averaging 18 a ball game. And it's 41-37. And the Auggies with some pressure in the backcourt as Henry Benson will bring it up against Kevin McKinnon. Auggies again off until the trip to Vegas into the post. Olmscheid with a steal. And a turnover against Carleton into the front court. Almost thrown away, and it is. Olmscheid's pass, and Kevin McKinnon running the post pattern. And Colin went for the end zone on the pass. Incomplete pass. And on the turnover. Auggies turnover. And let's see, Auggies in that first half He had 7 turnovers, now 8, and Carleton has 7. Again, 4-point lead for the Knights, 5-1. Farmer into the front court, goes left wing near side. Strutsky back in the ball game. Over the top, Johnson open, wide open 3, and it's no good. Rebound, and somebody came over the back. Sony or Farmer. Or do they give it to Olmscheid? Olmscheid will pick up his 3rd foul. Getting in foul trouble. They ruled him for coming over the back. And the Auggies' 2nd foul of the half. Inbounds pass for the Knights along the baseline. They get into Johnson. Clearing pass up the line. Hansen for Groh at the high post. Farmer out of the left wing. Free throw line high. Here's Groh again. Kevin in double figures off to Quinn Johnson in the lane. Quinn spins, lays it up with the left hand, scores! Quinn Johnson with 11. 3 players in double figures for Carleton. They have got a 6-point lead at 43-37. Copeland for McKiernan out of the right wing, free throw line high. Clearing pass, Copeland down the lane, stripped to the wall, on the floor, loose. Booker saves it. And Sony, the Auggies regroup, 14 on the shot clock. McKiernan looking for a pick from Olmscheid, not there. K-Mac goes inside, scoop shot up and in. And K-Mac has his first deuce. Kevin McKiernan averaging 10 points a ball game. He's got 2, 43-39. Oh, Sony went for the steal. Quinn Johnson spins away, goes low post. Groh, Kevin up off glass and good. They run the break, and Kevin Groh has a dozen points. 45-39. Groh with 10 in the first half. The lead is 6 with 16 to go. Mulligan in possession on the wing, near side against Ritzel. McKiernan up top, Joe Farmer on him, won't shy the screen. Kevin for 3 up top, and it's short. Rebound taken out by Kent Hansen. 1 and down for the Auggies, and that trip down the floor. As Quinn Johnson into the front court for Farmer. Joe back to the basket, spin move, drives underneath, off to Groh, and he's tipped on the end line. And that'll be a turnover against Carleton. That is their 8th of the ball game. The Auggies have 8. Auggies trailing by a couple of possessions, 45-39. Had a 5-point lead a couple times in the first half. And Sony into the front court. Out near the hash mark. Olmscheid way out of way for the high post. Mulligan, long 3. Henry scores! Mulligan has his 2nd 3 and his 8th point. And it's 45-42. Auggie draw within 3. Stritzel's pass for Hansen in the lane. Kent shoots and no good. Rebound Olmscheid. 41-40. Augsburg with the lead. Early 3rd quarter at Sam Elvey Hall in women's basketball. Sony in the lane. Drive. Shot blocked. Blocked there by Quinn Johnson. Down court is Stritzel. Matthew weaves his way through traffic. Inside Groh, up off glass and good. Kevin Groh on the assist from Matthew Stritzel. And the lead is 5, 47-42. We'll clear the 15-minute mark. Auggies go double high post. Copeland and Olmscheid. Collin goes left wing far side for Sony. Olmscheid with a back screen. Collin, baseline driver, out Groh, underneath. Layup is no good. Whistle but a foul, I believe, on Kevin Groh. And Kevin will just be his 2nd foul of the ball game. It'll be a shooting foul as Collin will go to the free throw line. Auggies were 3 of 4 from the line in the first half. Collin at 83% free throw shooter with 9 points so far, half his season average. 47-42. Our senior out of Buffalo makes the first one. And he's in double figures once again with 10. And Ryan Casperson will come in. Henry Benson will come in. Joe Farmer will sit down. Kevin Groh will sit down for the Carleton Knights. 47-43 with 14:26 to go. 4 of 5 from the line. 5 of 6 from the line. And 11 for Collin. Auggies within 3 once again. Pressure in the backcourt. As Benson against McKiernan. Good matchup there. Benson gets it in over the timeline on the wing to Stritzel. Goes over the top, skip past Benson. A screen from Casperson. Free throw line high. Hesitation dribble. Corner over the top in the lane. Johnson, Quinn back to the basket. He'll pulls back on the dribble. 7 on the shot clock. Johnson off the screen. Casperson up top for 3. Ryan shot is short. And the rebound taken away by Colin Olmscheid. Auggies with a chance at time, maybe come within 1. Olmscheid into the lane, underneath. Mulligan for 3, corner, yes! Henry Mulligan has another 3. And he has 8 this half, 11 for the ballgame. There is our 4th tie of the ballgame at 47-all. And the Auggies now with 8 three-pointers tonight. Johnson on the wing near side for Stritzel. At the high post, Hansen, Quentin Johnson against McKinnon. Screen from Hansen. Pick and roll. Ryan Casperson out to the ridge. 3 on the way. Shot is no good. Rebound off the hands of Hansen out of bounds. It should be Auggie basketball, and it is. Substitution. Nick Sabatke will come in. Colin Olmsted will sit down with those 3 fouls. He played about 3 minutes with that 3rd foul. It is Copeland, Sonny, McKinnon, Sabatke, and Mulligan on the floor. Nick Artellis player at 6'6". A little towel work there on the floor. By the way, the game's out in Las Vegas. We'll try to find you a link if they have broadcasts out there in Las Vegas. We'll have the link posted on our website, tjsportsonline.net, courtesy of TJ Broadcast Services. As Sony hits the front court, we're tied at 47-all. Here's Henry. One more 3. This time it's not going to go. And Henry Benson with a weak side rebound. Benson into the front court in front of his bench. The screen from Casperson. Out to Quinn Johnson against Henry Sony. The matchup there in the man-to-man. Shovel pass for Hansen. Copeland on him. As Hansen can't spin away from Booker. Casperson looking pick and roll. Not there. Ryan in traffic. Gonna have to hurry. That's 5 seconds. Pass the lane. Johnson scoop shot up and off. Rebound Copeland. Auggies with the defensive board. As into the front court trying to break the tie. We've had 4 ties. 4 different lead changes. Mulligan out of the wing near side against Ritzel. Henry. Bounce pass to Sony. Deeper out on the court. Harry free throw line high. Out to Booker. 3 and it's way short. And Benson with the rebound. So a trip either way down court and nobody manages to score. 12 minutes and small change remaining. Here's Quinn Johnson double team. Casperson out of the ridge. Benson, head fake into the lane. Off to Quinn Johnson. Back to Benson into the post. Ryan Casperson against Sabatke. Shot blocked by Nick and out of bounds. Nick Sabatke with a clean blank. Kevin Grove back in. Here comes Martin Mitchell back in for the Auggies. Harry Sonny will get a well-deserved rest. Well, he works hard. For the Knights, it is Benson, Casperson, Grove, Stritzel, and Quinn Johnson on the floor. Into Ryan Casperson at the high post. Bounce pass to the wing for Stritzel. Mulligan on him. Matthew, free throw line high, into the lane. Scoop shot up and in. Pretty play, Matthew Stritzel, the freshman out of Chicago. Averaging 15 points a ball game off the bench, just his first 2. As Carleton has the lead at 49-47. Henry Mulligan for the Auggies. Into the lane to the corner. McKiernan. K-Mac double team. To Martin up top 3. It's not going to go. And Kevin Groh with the rebound. Ball knocked away by Copeland out of bounds. And now Joe Farmer will check back in for Carleton. And Quinn Johnson will sit down. 11:28 to go. And now Carleton now leading the Auggies 48-42 with 6:18 to go in the 3rd quarter at Cy Melby Hall. We had a 41-40 lead there. Into the front court is Stritzel. Matthew over the tops at the high post is Kevin Grove. Corner, Benson, Henry, head fake. Into the lane, to the left hand, bounce pass. Farmer, he's into the lane. Scoop shot off glass, no good. Whistle and a foul. Either on Copeland or on Sabatke. And that'll be a shooting foul, and Carleton will go to the line to shoot 2. Joe Farmer will go to the line to shoot 2. And who's got the foul?
Martin Mitchell charged with.
And Martin Mitchell picks up the foul, his first.
13 foul.
As Farmer, a 78% free throw shooter, averaging 4 points a ball game. He has 3 all this half. Free throw up, free throw no good. And Colin Olmsted will come back in, and Booker Copeland will sit down. 11:06 to go, 49-47 Carleton. Last time we were here, 66-63 Carleton, MIAC quarterfinals. Second one, Farmer is good, and he's got 4. That's his season average. A 3-point lead for the Knights. We hit the 11-minute mark. Mulligan off to Mitchell and McKinnon. Those are the 3 guards. Sabatkin, Olmsted in the lane. McKiernan, and he may have traveled for an offensive foul. And an offensive foul against Kevin McKiernan. He kind of threw the elbow. And Kevin has his first foul. And the Auggies already have 4 team fouls with 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Not good. Carleton never got in the bonus in the first half. Knights right to left. Again, 5-1. Their only loss to University of Wisconsin River Falls, the champions of WIAC. Here's a backdoor play. Good by Stritza. And Matthew Stritza with 4 points, 52-47. The lead is 5. McKiernan from Mulligan in front of his bench. Gets the screen from Olmsted. Dribble drive in the lane to the corner. 3 for K-Mac. No good. Rebound taken down by Kevin Grubb. 1 and down again for the Auggies. Carleton won the boards battle in the first half. Here's Henry Benson. Olmsted picks him up on the double team. Joe Farmer, that's a trouble. Turnover the 9th of the ball game against Carleton. And Mulligan will come out. And Matt Carrick will come in for the Auggies. A freshman out of Rogers. Again, it was 31-30 the Auggies, 36-31 Carleton at the half. Shot underneath, tipped up for Olmsted, saves. Here's Mitchell for Cullen. Head fake, cut off by Kasperson. Sabatke into the lane, shot, and off his hip. He lost control, but he was fouled, I believe, by Ryan Kasperson. That'll be a shooting foul, I hope. And it is on Ryan. That is his first foul. And the second team foul against Carleton. Sabatke at the free throw line. Nick with a couple of threes in the first half. Averaging 11 points a ball game. He's a 75% free throw shooter. And he makes the first one. He has 7. Olmsted has 11. Sony 7. McKiernan 2. Copeland 4. Carrick 2. And Mulligan has 11. 52-48. Kasperson comes out. And coming into the ball game, he has Kent Hansen. Second free throw is good by Nick. He has 8 points. The Auggies are now 7 of 8 from the free throw line. 52-49. We've cleared the halfway mark of this ball game. Halfway mark of the half. Benson for Joe Farmer. Back to Benson. Corner near side. Stritzel clearing pass up the line. Carleton playing catch around the perimeter at Augie defense. Farmer, the pick from Groves, stops. To Kevin at the high post. On the move, in the lane. Fade away with the right hand hook. No good. Rebound McKiernan. As Kevin will push it into the front court. Takes it down the wing, shovel pass, corner. Sabatke 3, no good. And the rebound taken down by Kent Hansen. Carleton shot about 50% in the first half. Augie shot about 45%. Here's a pass inside for Kevin Groh. Olmsted, backdoor, Farmer up and in. Joe Farmer wide open. He got loose, he's got 6. The lead is 5 at 54-49. As in the front court here, Colin Olmsted goes inside over Grohl, lays it up, no good. Rebound, loose ball, taken away by the Carletonites. As Henry Benson against Matt Carrick down the defense. Lead is Nickel. Bounce pass down the wing. Stritsky goes baseline. Clearing pass up the line. Top of the key for Benson. He traveled. No call. Here's Stritzik. Pulls up for 3, and it's no good. And McKenna with the rebound. Kevin into the front court for Mitchell. Trailing pass for McKenna. Back to Martin. Goes inside for Olmsted. Low post. Backs down Kevin Grove. Comes back out on the dribble. Pulls away from 20, shot way short. And the rebound taken away by Benson. We cleared the 8-minute mark, 54-49 Carleton. Up at the top of the keys, Farmer, corner for Stritzel. Matthew, baseline for Kent Hansen. Against Sabatke, the matchup there. On the wing for Benson. To Kevin Grohl again, hands it off. Farmer, free throw line. Inside, pick and roll, Grohl. And he charged, yes. A charging call against Kevin Grohl. It'll be Augie basketball on the offensive foul against Kevin Grohl. And for Kevin, it'll be his third foul, second this half. And Martin Mitchell comes out. It is Sabatke, Carrick. Sony's back in. Harry's back in. McKinnon, an home shot. Auggie trailed by 5. Trailed by 5 at the brink, 36-31. Had a couple, 3 different leads in the first half. Their biggest was 5. But at this point, against Loras College on Saturday, we're down by 14 to 1. So this is not over. Here's Carrick in the lane to the corner for Sabatke. Clearing pass back up the line. Carrick in the lane. Sony on the weave. Into the paint. Spin move. Can't get a shut off. Corner. McKinnon. Baseline drive. Kevin up and in. Kevin McKinnon. Powerful move to the basket. He's got 4. 54-51. The Auggies within 3. Benson against McKinnon. Hits front court. Bounce pass at the high post for Hansen. Cut off by Sabatke. Fade away. Shot up and no good. McKinnon with the rebound. Kevin McKinnon. The Auggies can tie with a 3. Now Sabatke into the lane. Whistle, and we have a pushing foul either on Farmer or on Kevin Grohl. That'll be the 4th team foul against Carleton. And they're going to call the foul on, I believe, Kevin Grohl. Now, correction, it's on Ken Hansen, his second foul. 4th team foul. Team fouls even at 4 apiece here in the second half. So an inbounds pass for the Auggies, trailing by 3. Here's home shot off the inbounds. Up top for Matt Carrick to set up the offense. McKinnon down the right wing, and he got fouled. A little hand check and called against Joe Farmer. And Joe will pick up his first foul, 15 foul against Carleton. And again, an inbounds pass for the Auggies in the front court, right down in front of us. 6:45 to go. Hey, the Auggies have come back. Third quarter, 2 minutes to go. Augsburg 59, Carleton 55 in the women's game. Charlie Beatty with the call of that on Augie Game Central, Channel 1. McKinnon, baseline jumper, shot no good. Oh, that missed everything. And the rebound pulled down by Ken Hansen. Andrew Benson into the front court against McKinnon. Down the wing, Quinn Johnson in the corner against Sony. Off a screen from Hansen. Shovel past Benson into the post. Grohl lays it up and in. And Kevin Grohl with 16 points. 10 in the first half, 56-51. The lead is 5. Kevin averaging 19 points a ball game. He's 16 right now. McKinnon with the leather against Farmer. Shovel pass. Carrick. Matt. They'll shake it back for Sony. Free throw line high. On the move. Down the wing. Underneath. Spin move. Up and no good, but he'll shoot 2. Harry Sony on the move inside. He was fouled on the way up. And here we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Our best free throw shooter. And the foul was on Quinn Johnson, his 3rd, 16 foul against Carleton. Here was 7 points, 2 for 2 for the line. He averages 8 per ball game. Free throw up, free throw good. And the Auggies are 5 for 5 for the line this half, and 8 of 9 for the ball game, 56-52. And Joe Farmer will come out. And Quinn Johnson came back in. Harry looking for 9 and gets it. And the lead is 4, 56-52. We have a timeout on the floor. 5:54 to go here in the first half. Augie game night on Augie Game Central. Again, you and Richie Sharing Company. And remind our broadcast tonight brought to you by Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty. Are you looking for a new career in real estate? Contact Adam Nyberg, the branch vice president with Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater, 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Caldwell Banker agents know the value of a personal relationship, especially when finding a home. Again, call Adam Nyberg at 651-329-5514. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni, 360 Wawinka, the parent company of several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNKIE. Move me and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great shop and a great team with a great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowincorporated.com. 51 seconds to go, third quarter. Now Carleton leading the Auggies 60-59. That ball game going back and forth. Auggies looking for a win after that tough loss to Concordia on Saturday. Here we've just cleared the 6-minute mark of the ballgame, 56-53. Auggies back on the floor. Sony, McKinnon, Sabatke, Carrick, and Omshad. For Guy, it is Kevin Groom, Henry Benson, Quinn Johnson, Henry Benson, and Kent Hansen, the original starting five for the Knights. As again, Benson called upon to bring it up court, the sophomore out of Roseville. One of 3 former Raiders on this roster. Here's Quinn Johnson, another Raider. And up the line for Hansen. Benson, top of the key. On the wing, Quinn Johnson tries to take Sony inside, pulls back on the dribble. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Quinn Johnson, free throw line high, puts one up from 15 and scores. Quinn Johnson in double figures with 13, 58-53. And the lead back up to a nickel for the Knights. Here's McKinnon, Sony, and Carrick playing the weave. Matt Carrick down the lane, out to the ridge for Sony. Sony against Johnson, into the paint. Bounce pass underneath, Olmsted. Goes reverse layup, up and in. Colin Olmsted with 6 this half, 13 for the ballgame. 58-55. We hit the 5-minute mark. As Benson and McKinnon going step for step with the backcourt. Stritzel on the floor for Hansen. Benson on the wing gets a pick from Hansen, can't use it. Stritzel again looking skip pass, not there. Into the post for Kevin Groh against Olmsted. Groh into the lane, knocked away. Loose ball, whistle, and a foul. A foul on Harry Sony. And that would be his second foul. And the 15th foul against the Auggies. Oh, they're giving it to Olmsted? Are you kidding? Colin has his 4th foul, not Harry's foul. All right. Here's Quinn Johnson with the basketball. From the red, 3, Stritzel scores. Stritzel has his 22nd three-pointer of the season. 7 points tonight, averaging 15 a ballgame. He leads the Knights by a wide margin in threes with 22. The lead is 61-55. McKinnon, Olmsted way away from the high post. Sony, the pick from Olmsted into the lane. Stops, lays it up and in. Harry Sony with 4 this half, 11. He's in double figures for the August, 61-57. 4-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Benson on the wing, far side for Stritzel. High post extended for Hansen. Benson with Stritzel playing the weave there into the post. There for Kevin Groh. Backs down Olmsted playing with 4. Up top, 3. Stritzel, and it's no good. Rebound taken away by Sony. Augie's trying to make this a 1-possession lead. Sony with the leather. Harry the screen from Olmsted. Pick and roll's not there. They double team. Sony's shot gets blocked. Saved by Harry from going out of bounds from the corner. Colin Olmsted back up the line. 14 on the shot clock. Carrick with the leather. Matthew into the lane. Bounce pass to the corner. 3 for K-Mac. Scores! Kevin McKinnon with 7 this half. 61-60. The Auggies are within 1 with 3:15 to go. And the Auggie faithful down to our left and across the way. Chance to make some noise. Here's Quinn Johnson. Pick and roll. Groh out to the red. Stritzel head fake to the baseline. Drive. Lays it up and off. Rebound taken away by Carrick. And Matt into the front court. 2-on-2. Will slow it up. Into the lane for Sabatke. Now the wall knocked away and goes out of bounds. And it'll be off the leg of Colin Olmsted. And a turnover against the Auggies. It'll be Carleton basketball in the backcourt with a 1-point lead. Carleton with 2:52 to go. As Guy Killen decides to call a timeout. As we check, 4th quarter just underway at Cy Melby Hall. Augsburg 63, Carleton 60. High-scoring ball game. Jimmy John's the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus, and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view the menu and their hours. That is Jimmy John's. And you and what you share in company, the good TR on camera. Charlie Beatty on Channel 1 with the Auggie women's basketball game. We'll have Auggie women's basketball and the Eagles from the University of Northwestern on Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock for the tip-off, and we'll be on the air around 12:50 for that. Then Saturday night, Augsburg men's hockey. Augsburg against St. Scholastic of the Saints from Ed Augustad rink. Josh Powers will hand the call of that game. So again, 2:52 to go and a 1-point ball game. Last year, as mentioned, quarterfinals of the MIAC playoffs. And Kevin Groh and the Knights won 66-63. A disappointing way for the Auggies to finish their season. And coming out of the break, it'll be Carleton basketball. And here comes Hansen, Stritzel, Benson, Johnson, and Groh. And Coach Aaron Greaves hands out on the floor. Booker Copeland is back in. Colin Olmschild, Harry Sony, Nick Sabatke, and Kevin McKiernan. And the Auggies are going to pick them up full court. Team fouls. Carleton has 6. The Auggies have 5. And it's Hansen inbound from the backcourt. He gets it into Benson. And now everybody else drops back. It's the one-on-one battle. McKiernan and Benson. And Henry's won them all the battles tonight. Benson in the front court to Quinn Johnson on the left wing, free throw line high. Looking inside, there's Kevin Groh, gets double team, goes over the top into the lane, loose ball on the floor, taken away. A Carleton turnover, Augie basketball with a chance to take the lead. We've had 4 different lead changes in this ball game. Here's McKiernan on the wing near side, Olmschild, the back screen. Now Nick Sabatke to apply a pick. Here's Sabatke for 3. Nick's going to be way short. Rebound Copeland. Booker back inside, out to the ridge. K-Mac 3, one time, no. And Kevin Hansen taken away by Copeland, fouled by Booker. Should have been a jump ball, and they're going to foul it on Nick Sabatke. And that's his first foul. No, they're going to call it on Copeland. And Booker's 3rd foul, 16 foul against the Auggies. Inbounds pass for the Knights with 2:09 to go. 61-60. Hansen gets it in to Quinn Johnson. Johnson the junior. Farmers the junior. Benson the sophomore. The Raiders as Benson. Front court against McKiernan. Down the wing for Quinn Johnson. Free throw line high. Looking inside for Kevin Groh. There's the pass, double team. Up the line, around the perimeter. Stritsky, Matthew to the corner. There's Benson. 10 on the shot clock. Benson looking inside. Goes baseline drive. Into the paint. Out to the ridge. Stritzel goes inside. Over McKiernan. Backs it in. Matthew Stritzel with 9 this half. 63-60 Carleton. And a 3-point lead with 1:35 to go. Nail-biting time for the Auggies. Here's Sony down the lane against Quanson, and we have a pushing foul against Quinn Johnson. He'll pick up his 4th foul, 17th foul. Bonus time for Harry Sony at the free throw line, 1 and 1. Harry is 4 for 4, has 11 points.
Harry Sony to the line to shoot.
Augie 6 for 6 from the line this half. 94% free throw shooter, far and away our best. Free throw up, free throw good. 5 for 5 from the line tonight. A dozen points, 63-61. And of course, out of Apple Valley. Second for Harry is also good. And he's got 13. The lead is 1, 63-62. Carleton with the basketball, front court. And Guy Cullen will call a timeout. Time on the floor with 1:22 to go. And a broadcast here on Auggie Game Central brought to you by an Augsburg alumni, 360 Wow Inc. The parent company to several up-and-coming brands of the Twin Cities, 1-800-GOT, Junkie Movement, Shack Shot. If you're looking for a great job and a great team with a great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowinc.com. And Jimmy John's, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus and provide fast delivery. How fast you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view the menu and hours. That is Jimmy John's. And you can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts, 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal, which is featuring 2 games tonight, features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. You'll also be able to watch and listen to archive demand, shot demand. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu. Click on the video, audio, or stat links on the schedule of upcoming events, or click on Augie Game Day link on game days. And coming out of this timeout, and it will be Carleton basketball to inbound in front of their own bench. A 1-point ball game, 63-62. Olmschild, McKiernan, Sony, Copeland, and Sabatke on the floor for the Auggies. Hansen Benson, Stritzik, Groh, and Quinn Johnson on the floor for the Carleton Knights. Here's Quinn Johnson out of the wing. Free throw line high to the corner for Benson. Back up the line over the top far side for Stritzik. And ball knocked away by Copeland and out of bounds. Shot clock shows 13. Game clock shows 1:09 to go. As Matthew out of Notre Dame Academy in Chicago. He's just a freshman. Gets it in for Kevin Groh at the high post. Off to Henry Benson. To the wing. Stritzik, a three. Going to be way short. Rebound on the floor. Loose ball. They tie it up. And the jump ball possession now belongs to Carleton. Oh, the Carleton Knights called timeout. The referee said they called a timeout while they were wrestling for it on the floor. And they still don't say who gets possession. 30-second timeout on the floor with 59.1 seconds to go. 6:13 to go at Cy Melby Hall. Augsburg 68, Carleton 62. Sounds like Charlie's having an entertaining game. Charlie Beatty, the other half of Auggie basketball. And another member of our broadcast crew from TJ Broadcast Services, Josh Powers. He'll be calling the hockey game on Saturday. And then we'll be off until New Year's Eve. Auggie women's hockey against Williams College out of Massachusetts. So after that tie-up, it is Carleton basketball. The arrow should point the other way after the inbounds pass. Benson inbound baseline underneath his own basket. And Benson to get it in. And he does get it in. Three for Kevin Groh, and it's short. Rebound, Mulligan Copeland with the basketball. As Harry Sony into the front court. Sony out of the wing, up top for Copeland. Booker in the lane, and he was fouled, I believe, by Stritzik. And Booker's going to go to the line for the first time tonight. And Booker, second best free throw shooter. Copeland averaging 88% from the line, shooting 1 and 1 on a chance to tie this ball game up for the fifth time. Copeland with 4, Copeland with 5, and we're tied. 63-63, our fifth tie. Auggies have not led here in the second half. Booker for 6, got it. Half a dozen points, the Auggies lead. And pressure in the backcourt. 40 seconds to go, Auggies by 1, 64-63. As into the front court is Benson. Henry Benson against McKinnon. Stritzik for 3 up top and scores! Matthew Stritzik, he has 2 threes this half. He has a dozen points. 66-64, Carleton with the lead. A 2-point version. Sony for Copeland. Booker into the corner, stolen away. Bad pass by Booker, stolen away by Kevin Groh. It is Carleton basketball, 15 seconds to go. Front court, and we have also a foul. Kevin McKinnon trying to steal the ball from Quinn Johnson, and he will pick up the foul on K-Mac. That'll be a second foul. 7th team foul, so Carleton going to the free throw line with 12.7 seconds to go. That three-pointer by Matthew Stritzel, his 23rd three-pointer of the season. And he has 12 points all this half. At the line, Quinn Johnson with 13 points, just a 20% free throw shooter. It would behoove him to miss this one. Give us a chance for a 2 or 3. Free throw up, free throw no good. Rebound, taken down by Sabatke. Auggies with 10 seconds, a chance to tie or take the lead. Copeland, or Coney, Harry Sony, and he dribbled it off his leg and out of bounds. 2 straight turnovers by the Auggies in the front court. Bad pass this time. Sony lost control of the leather. Went off his leg and out of bounds. Oh, my. Talk about dribbling it down your leg. That time was right off the leg of Harry and out of bounds as he tried to take it inside. So, again, both teams in the bonus. It'll be Carleton basketball with 6.1 seconds to go. And the inbounds pass will be from backcourt. Oh, we had a chance. It was 63-all. And then Copeland made the free throw. And we had the 1-point lead, the three-pointer by Matthew. It's a 2-point lead for Carleton, trying to win their 6th game of the year. Auggies need some good fortune right here. See if we can get a Carleton turnover. But two straight trips down the floor without a shot. 2 straight turnovers. Put us in dire straits. Look at the scoreboard, 71-68. Augsburg by 3 with 4 minutes to go in the ball game at Ernie Anderson Court, Cy Melby Hall. Augsburg ladies and the Eagles of University of Northwestern on Saturday afternoon. And that's our next broadcast here on Auggie Game Central. Hockey on Saturday night. So the Auggies are about to lose 4 straight to Carleton. Here comes the full court press. Need a turnover right here. And the inbound from the baseline, back court. Benson to get it in. Benson, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. And it is a 5-second turnover. Benson tried to call a timeout, and he did not. The 5-second rolled off. That is the turnover. And the Auggies are going to call a timeout. No time off the clock. Joe Farmer took a hard hit off that inbounds play. And he went down and limping off towards the corner. So the Auggies got that big turnover. We got 6.1 seconds to go. A deuce would tie, a 3 would win. Right, Tom? All right, that's my 8th grade math. There's the turnover that I wanted. On game night, while I'm trying to plan my inbounds play here myself. What do we got for finals? And in women's basketball, 4th quarter, St. Kate's 60, McAllister 52. Hamlin and St. Ben's no score. St. Thomas Gustavus no score. Men's basketball, St. John's at halftime was leading Hamlin by 3. St. Thomas 2nd quarter was leading Gustavus by 12 points. And those scores are way late. Try to get an updated score. We'll get all the scores on our post-game show. And so the Auggies will inbound in the front court. Let's see if it'd be side court or baseline. 66-64 Carleton. Olmshad, Copeland, Sabatke, McKinnon, and Sony. Harry will inbound underneath his own basket. Clock starts on the touch of the inbounds pass. Sony to get it in. Harry got to get it in, got to hurry, and he calls timeout before the 5-second call. And so another timeout gives me a chance to check the rest of the scoreboard and see how, let's see if Hamlin actually gave St. John's a battle. St. John's so very good this season. That should be a late second half score up at Sexton Arena up in Collegeville. St. John's are leading, I believe, by 3 at halftime. And it is all tied up. 6:36 to go in the ball game. Hamlin 63, St. John's 63. Good ball game there. And let's check on Gustavus and St. Thomas in men's basketball. St. Thomas was having their way in the first half, and they were having their way in the women's game as well. And late 44 seconds to go, St. Thomas 61, Gustavus 48. And St. Olaf was up on St. Mary's by 21 points at halftime. Women's basketball, the only score we have is Augsburg and Carleton. Auggies with a 3-point lead. And 2 minutes 40 seconds ago, as the Auggies called the timeout. Auggies trailed at halftime 36-31. We got it back to a 63-all ball game. And Copeland's free throw gave us the lead. But the 3-pointer by Matthew Stritzel, the Carleton Knights had the lead. Again, the inbounds pass. Sony from the baseline again has 5 seconds to get it in. And the set play into the corner for Sabatke for Harry Sony. Into lane. Harry stops, leans, lays it up, no good. Rebound, loose ball, taken away, horn sounds. Harry Sony tried to go inside, and he got hammered and got blocked. And the Carleton Knights hold on for their 6th win of the year. 66-64 is your final. And the Carleton Knights go 4-0 in conference, 6-1 overall. The Auggie dropped to 6-2 overall and 3-2 in conference. Auggie game night here on Auggie Game Central.
The Knights move to 4-0 in conference play.
Brought to you by Jimmy John, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view the menu and hours. That's Jimmy John's. And Thriving Financially, financial services organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously. For more than a century, they've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values. And they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alex Gonzalez for more information at 952-358-3442. So this ball game saw 5 different ties, 6 different lead changes. Carleton's biggest lead at 7, Augsburg's biggest lead at 5. But Carleton had the lead for most of the second half. We had just the one lead at 64-63. Matthew Stritzel provided the winning margin with that 3-pointer. The point totals tonight for Carleton: Kevin Groh, 10 in the first half, 6 in the second half, 16 points. Kent Hansen with 12 points, all in the first half. Quinn Johnson, 7 and 6, 13 points. Joe Farmer, 6 points, all in the second half. Henry Benson with a deuce. Matthew Stritzel, 2 threes, 3 deuces, that's 12. As Ryan Capperson finished with 5. For the Auggies, Colin Omshot finished in double figures with 13. Nick Sabatke finished with 8 tonight. Harry Sony with 6 in the second half, 13 for the ballgame. Kevin McCutcheon, 7, all in the second half. Booker Copeland finished with just 6 points tonight. Matt Carrick did not score. Henry Mulligan with 8 in the second half. He finished in double figures with 11. And Martin Mitchell had 4 first half points. And that's the totals tonight from West Gym. Again, for the Carleton Knights, they have a game this Friday night. They will host the Blue Golds on the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Then on Saturday, the 30th, they will head to North Mankato to take on Bethany Lutheran. For the Auggies, again, they are off for finals next week. And then the holiday break, and then head to Las Vegas. They have Carroll College of Iowa on the 28th. And on the 30th, they have Wartburg College. Auggie men's hockey coming up on Saturday night against St. Scholastica. And Josh Powers will have the call of that. Auggies, by the way, home and home with Hamlin University. And that'll be on Wednesday, January 3rd. We'll have both of those games for you. And the men will be at home and the women will be at Hamlin. And let's see, Tom, Rich, and I are working on Saturday. And then we'll be back in action on January 3rd as we head to Hutton Arena. That's the story tonight from West Gym. Thanks to David Pape, the SID here at Carleton College, for all of his help getting us set up. A broadcast courtesy of Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Memory Lanes and Flashback of Painting, 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. The Courtyard, Minneapolis Hotel. The Corner Bar, Thriving Financial for Lutherans, Twin City Orthopedics, Wells Fargo. The Bonnie's, Peach and Hot Hoagies, 360 Wow Inc., Jimmy John's. And we also want to thank Adam Nyberg and the staff at Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater for jumping on board as well. For Tom Ritchie, I'm Tom Ritchie. No final score: Carleton 66, Augsburg 64. Again, till we talk to you on Saturday, good night, everybody. We'll talk again.